Okay, break.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd and 9, Mond. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Dolphins at 3-6 now in the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Mond looks to throw on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Murray. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And he's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, he comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Right. Ready?
On the option to give to Swift here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. There he goes, left side. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Let's go.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10, Mon. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Calvin Ridley, 49 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. They've got his man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 73 yards.
At CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Swift. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Browns force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Come on. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray, he's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Ready, break.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On second and very short, Mond.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
22 deal.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Here we go.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Corner blitz that time by J.C. Horn, and he got home and dropped him.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run the draw here with Swift. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He's going to float this one deep right side, and the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dawson Knox, 85 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point by Patterson, open good. And they're back on touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We're just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Mond's throw hauled in by Westbrook-Ikhine here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Now Mond. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Mond looks to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. T. Higgins as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. After the turnover, here's Murray. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Murray. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On second down, Mostert.
And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys have now moved out in front. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, get 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 10, Mond. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
Mond back to the air after the pick 6.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mond now off of play action. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Bond going to throw it. Got his man. It's Dulcich. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Mon. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mon. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Striker, 3-3.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kellen Mond, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He completes it to Ridley. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Browns. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead now up to 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Mond's throw here taken in by Knox.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they're fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Mond. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took a whip.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Dolphins 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mond. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. From the gun, here's Mond. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Murray now on 1st down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. To throw, it's Murray. It's Jackson again on the reception. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 44, Murray. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Mon looks to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
6, 7.
Now Mon. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Black shot. Red, yellow. Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4...
Got so many